Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, I had a voice for radio, so today I am going to bring you up to date with all the new Pokemon TCG products that are coming out in the near future. I personally get confused as to what products are coming out and when, and I get an awful lot of messages from people basically saying, Ross, can you break it down for me? And I thought, you know what, over the last couple of days we've had a bunch of confirmation, a bunch of better quality images of a bunch of these products, so I thought, you know what, I like to think of myself as a Pokemon TCG news/strategy/analysis/ literally any video I can think of that sounds interesting channel. So I thought I would take it upon myself to bring you all of the news, including, of course, whether they are going to be legal for the Pokemon trading card game International Championships, which are happening in London between the 17th and 19th of November. And as a side note, yes, that is the weekend that Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are released. And yes, it is super annoying because I'm going to be going to compete in this tournament when really I would much rather be doing that a different weekend while I sat at home and binged new Pokemon games. But ladies and gentlemen, we can't have it all. Let's start off with the most exciting thing. We are getting Ultra Beast GX Premium Collection. And ladies and gentlemen, we cannot get clear images of this fast enough. Now, these are coming out on November the 3rd, which is the very same day that Crimson Invasion is being released. That means that they will be legal for the Pokemon trading card game International Championships. Now, what's exciting about this is that there are 3 GXs that are only available in this set. This box has Buzzwole, which is coming in Crimson Invasion, but it also has Xurkitree GX, and ladies and gentlemen, we can see it's got an ability. We can see it's got an attack for 2 lightning and a colourless. We can see that the GX attack is for 1 lightning energy. It's got 180 HP, but we can't see what it does, and I really want to. This set, however, is even more exciting because it's got Pheromosa and Celesteela as the GXs, neither of which are going to be coming in the Crimson Invasion expansion, but again, will be legal for the International Championships. They've got to be revealed quite soon, ladies and gentlemen, and as soon as they are, I will bring you all of the information about them. You have my word. We can see that Pheromosa's got 170 HP. We can see that the attacks are 1 energy, 2 energy, and I can't really see the bottom one. I want to say 2 energy, but I'd have to really get a clearer picture of it. We can see that Celesteela's got a whopping 200 HP, which is a lot for a basic, and we can see that the attacks are quite expensive, and we can see that neither of them has an ability. But ladies and gentlemen, I just want clear reveals of these cards, and you know the day that they're revealed, I will bring them to you. Now, what you get in these sets, in each of them you get a promo card of each of the 2 GXs, plus a jumbo of either Pheromosa or Buzzwole. You get a playmat, and there are 2 different designs, so a different one in each box, 8 booster packs, and a coin. And they are coming out on November the 3rd. We are getting a Team Skull Pin Collection box, which will be coming out on October the 20th. Now, this is actually really exciting because it comes with alternate art promo cards of both Salazzle and Golisopod, and for the first time we can finally see what the artwork is like on these. We couldn't see it before. You also get a promo Salandit and a promo Wimpod, as well as a pin badge of the Team Skull logo. And, 5 booster packs. Good news, the Salandit and Wimpod are on Galaxy holofoil, like the old cards used to be, like a lot of promos are nowadays. Bad news is, it's the wrong Wimpod. This Wimpod from Burning Shadows is much better, because it's got free retreat on turn 1, so generally what you'll do is free retreat to a Tapu Koko, so that you can then free retreat the next turn, because of course Golisopod does 120 for 1 energy, but only if it became active that turn. You need a free retreater in the active, so Burning Shadows Golisopod means you can have that. The one from Guardians Rising is not particularly good. That's upsetting. The alternate art Salazzle and Golisopod I'm a fan of. I very much like the art on the Golisopod, and both of these are good cards. Golisopod got second at the World Championships, and a slightly reworked post-rotation version of that deck, Golisopod Garboda, was just taken to the victory in Bremen Regionals by the lovely Mark Lutz. So, yeah. Golisopod's a very good card. It always helps getting promos, because the other thing is, as soon as a promo version of a card becomes available, that card is then more available, and it does mean that it will bring the price down as we go along. Salazzle is not an amazing card, but it does see a fair bit of play. It's got a couple of good attacks, to be honest. Diabolical Claws is really good in the mid to late game, when you've taken a bunch of prize cards. I mean, you take 4 prize cards, you're doing 200 for 2 energy. That's good. And Queen's Haze, discarding all the energy from your opponent's active. It can be good. It can be kind of funky. Plus, of course, for 2 energy, if you're hitting something like Golisopod for weakness, it's a cheaper attack than Turtonator or Volcanion has. Not as good as Golisopod, but still pretty cool. And that's coming out on October the 20th. We are getting on November the 3rd, and ladies and gentlemen, November the 3rd, save your pennies, I suppose, because that is going to be a very hectic day. We are getting Zoroark GX. Now again, the release date is important here, because this is coming out in time to be played and be legal at the International Championships. Now, this is really big, because it's got the same ability that the old Empoleon from Dark Explorers had. Discard 1 card from your hand and draw 2 cards. That's amazing. Not to mention double colourless 20 damage for each Pokemon you have in play, and 2 dark energy. Choose one of your opponent's attacks and use it as this attack. That is a little bit dumb, and although I don't think we got official confirmation yet, I am very confident in saying you can use this to copy a GX attack, so you use your GX to copy their GX, but of course, only once per game, it's a GX attack. This is a really good card that is going to see play, and it has seen a bunch of success in Japan since it came out. Although a word of warning, we're playing Breakthrough onwards. Japan has a much larger format. They are playing X and Y onwards, so they do have a whole different format, so you've got to bear that in mind. For instance, in Japan, they can still use Skyfield, and Skyfield makes that first attack a lot better, because you can have 9 Pokemon in play, rather than 6. Either way, the arrival of both Zoroark GX and these promo Ultra Beasts is very likely to shake up the format, and the best thing about the International Championships, all of these cards will be legal for the very first time at Internationals, by which I mean they become legal on Friday the 17th, and the tournament starts on Friday the 17th. And that, ladies and gentlemen, makes for a much more exciting tournament for all of us to play in. And of course, because their promos are going to be much more available. We are also getting Crimson Invasion on November the 3rd. Here's a picture of what the booster box looks like. Yeah, I know it's not terribly exciting, but, you know, there it is. Here's a picture of the theme decks I told you before. They feature Kommo-o and Hydreigon. Neither of those are particularly amazing, but I have done videos about both of them, and also Zoroark GX and Buzzwole, so I will pop links to those videos in the description, so if you want to learn more about those Pokemon, you absolutely can. And finally, on October the 20th, we are getting a new set of tins. This is where you get 4 booster packs and a special GX card. And you're getting Ho-Oh, Necrozma and Marshadow, and some lovely developer of the PTCGO online client has gone and loaded the images in, so we can now see the artwork nice and clear. All of these cards came out in Burning Shadows, so we've had them for a while, we know what they do, they've all seen a bit of, in fact they've all seen a bit of play, which is quite cool. It makes them a bit more available, and it gives you a different artwork, so yay! So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bunch of new products coming out in the near future. I thought I would be the guy that stepped up and laid it all out for you to make it nice and easy. I, for one, I've said it before in this video and I'll happily say it again. Come on, I want clear images of these free Ultra Beasts. It really pains me to know that there are free Ultra Beasts out there that are brilliant new GX cards, or potentially brilliant, and they have been made and they're in English and we've been shown them, but no one's shown us a picture which is large enough to read. This makes me an extremely sad wassy. But hey ho, these things happen. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tell me in the comments if you're looking forward to these, and maybe chuck some predictions down for what the Ultra Beasts do, and let me know if you think Zoroark GX is going to be good, because personally, I really, really do. And then, of course, the usual please at the end of the video. Click that like button, subscribe if you haven't done already, follow me on Twitter at The Wassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGO. And if you want to support the channel, get some bonus pods, etc., you can do so at patreon.com/PTCGRadio. I think you should consider it, but then again, I would. By far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.